Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Girls back out here once again with another episode of Urban Tasters with another great strain brought to you by the sponsor, Heart and Stripes Clothing. Make sure you go check us out, heartandstripesclothing.com. Be up and running soon, getting redone from top to bottom. I've been peeking a little bit, looks very, very good. Can't wait to get it out to you guys, man. Very good clothing line, very good brand behind it. A lot of foundation being built around it. It's been running since 2022. And as you see, it's been keeping the lights on for our shows. Our shows and keeping these great episodes coming to y'all. But in this episode, this is us reviewing another great weed strain goes by the name of Peach Ringz. Yes, Peach Ringz. When I first seen it, it kind of grabbed me a little bit because my daughter loves Princess Peach so much. So it's like, man, I love peach soda. I don't even drink soda, but I swear if I go in the store and they Canada Dry peach sodas in there, I'll buy one. Um, I get peach juice from Wawa. I used to love the peach lemonade down south, peach tea. Like I just love peaches. So I said, well, damn, why wouldn't I give it a try? Then, like I said, my man always, I call him Candy Gas because he always got some candy or fruitful shit, but it should be some pressure. Definitely you know. And I think this is going to be a good redeemer from the last episode, which was an episode reviewing the strain Blue Slushies. And like I said, I think Peach Ringz is going to be it. Like I said, I haven't done any literature, any reading on it. So we're going to do it together. As always, we're going to go over the literature. Then we're going to see who's what. Okay. Peach Ringz is a hybrid cannabis strain made by crossing Mario Berry with Eddy OG. That might be good. And like their candy nemesis, the vibrant buds shine bright with, reviewers, I believe they say, peach rings make them feel happy, focused, and tingly. Peach Ringz has 21% THC and 1% CBG, making this the strain ideal for monetary experience cannabis consumers. The dominant terpenes in this strain is largely noticed by the nose and a tropical sweet peach flavor to top it off. Okay. Now, as always, like I said in my previous episodes, the literature always sounds great. That's the reason why we are making these shows because I don't want people to just go by the literature. A lot of times, like I said, you got to look at a used car salesman or even any type of car salesman. A person will tell you something that's super, super great and super tremendous because they want you to buy it. So a lot of times when it comes to, these strands and things like that, this is not just a, okay, I want to spend 40, $50 because a guy says it. So once again, we put these shows together for you to read literature like I just read to you, but then you have somebody that's smoking these firsthand. And I can guarantee you authenticity. Whatever I say these strands is, they are. Because if that was the case, I could just get a list of names, roll up a random L every single day, and get y'all content 9 times a day. Because I smoke 8 to 9 times a day. So I can just call every roll up a different kind. That's another reason what slows down the product of the show because, like I said, the authenticity, I had to make sure it is what it is. And like I say, sometimes cons linger around for a while. They might have a big menu, and that big menu might linger for 2 weeks. So if I shoot episodes for the whole menu, I don't have anything to get unless I come across something from someone. And a lot of times, like I said, I stumble and fall into things and go to new dispensaries and see cons that I haven't had because it seems like everything in the dispensary I have had already since I've been back in the state. So that's kind of creepy too. So I'll be trying to travel and things like that. And trying to be legal, you can't bring it back. So if I go out Jersey and I'm hanging out and my buddy grabs something, we normally smoke it there. I don't normally bring it back. Definitely don't want anybody to disrespect the law or get anybody in trouble on account of me. I mean, me personally, I'll smoke that shit or I leave it at my buddy crib. I get it next time or something. But the end was that I'm a PA resident and in Jersey is no licenses. You are allowed to walk in, but you are not allowed to transport back by no way, shape, and form. Even if you're going back to Pennsylvania where it's legal, it's still not legal, no way, shape, or form. So let's put that out there first. And I'm a firm believer of the law because I have been on the other side of it multiple times, and I don't want anybody over there. It's really not fun. It ain't cool. None of that shit. But let's see what this Peach Ringz hitting full tonight for you guys. As far as the bud quality, actually, I love the bud quality. I didn't have to use as much. Once again, I smoke Dutch Master cigarillos. That's my choice. I can't stand backwoods too harsh. I used to smoke Optimals, a few other cigars, but most of the time I've been dominant Dutch Master for over the last 15 years or more. Definitely more than that, but just to throw it out there. Um, First thing first, like the smoke color. Smell come off of it is pretty sweet. Wow. An amazing thing about it, man, what I told you. Tell y'all, first hit light, second hit a little harder, pause, third hit. That was the first one. But I did roll the shit out this joint. And the thing about it, like, it's so amazing because it really do taste like peach candy. I'm not saying like your peach rings, but like you can get the hint of it. And that's where a lot of people go wrong at. Because when I get my gumbo, like I got some gumbo, man. We already review. I don't know how many times we can review it. I get so many different kinds of gumbo, but you know it's that gumbo because it has that bubblegum hint and it has like a bubblegum taste. This shit tastes like peach candy. And I just had some juice. So even with the sugar, it still tastes candy like, and you can even smell it a little bit. But like some of the times I be wondering because I remember a homie of mine like, man, they be putting potpourri around that shit. And then I asked my man, I'm like, nah, man, you think they be growing that shit in the same pot with the fruit? And he like, I don't know, let's see. But I actually seen the process of a plant being done, and nah, it just comes out with that aroma. It's in the seed, it's in the genetics, and it's just grown with that. And I mean, you see that dark smoke. Now, a lot of times why I tell people I always say, look for the white smoke, look for the white smoke. Now, in this pretense, the reason why the smoke isn't as light as it is because the same way people who do leaves or whatever, you got light ones and you got dark ones. For one person, I know people say they ain't even smoking the dark ones. I paid for that shit. I'm smoking light, dark, it don't matter. But when it burns off, it has a look. That's probably also why you got that first hit with the cough and you ain't got another one since because it might be this is one of the darker cigars. And they do what I say, I don't want to say smoke harsher, but they have like a different taste. As far as the logistics with it, it does feel like it does what it say. Um, it just really still amazes me with the flavor taste. But one thing I will say, it has like a fainty, like I don't want to say bad, but it's like a aftertaste that it leaves. I also question was a lot of these weeds sprayed, and the answer is no. Um, like I said, I was able to see a lot of plants right before harvest. Smell them, touch them, see where the bud comes from, the reason why it's a bigger bud, a smaller bud. Like the shit is amazing. And when you start to smell it, then you touch the leaves or rub a leaf and smell your hand, and it's like at the rawest form. So it's so potent and it sticks on your hands. And it's just it's a way, it's a way. But still not going out as I got the reps. And I can still feel the little punches through my chest. But this one right here, we gonna A this one. We ain't gonna play around, man. All that B plus, all that shit. Nah, he earned his keep. Look how big this shit is, and I'm already fried. Y'all can see this eye over here tripping. He on. The other one, unfortunately, because due to the lights, that's why that joint's so wide. But I'm telling you, I'm nice. And once again, I mean, this is appreciative for y'all people out there because a lot of y'all would have went to a dispensary and seen some shit called Peach Ringz and laughed. And not even knowing, hopefully y'all get wind of this episode before y'all come across it and y'all realize that Peach Ringz is some gas. Telling you this shit some gas. Um, I got a little piece of another one. I'm ready to put this joint out, and this the nightcap right here. Telling you, this definitely one, and I can see where this one is like what I call a whole body. When they say hybrid, you gotta be. I call certain hybrids whole bodies. This is a whole body because even my body feels relaxed. They say tingly. I feel relaxed. This is one of the ones where I can actually sit back and enjoy something, or I can actually even sit back and cook up some shit that's cool because I feel the focus side of what it was saying as far as keeping you focused. The relaxed side, I don't really feel. I really do feel a little more energetic. So, like I said, for the last one, this is an A plus, but I do think that this is gonna be more like a daytime weed. The first one of the night that I smoked, which I didn't do on camera, that was just a test one. We'll definitely run that episode back for sure. That's the one for the good night cat. But this Peach Ringz is definitely focused, motivated, um, relaxing feel. If you got anybody got any, I mean, I don't have a lot of aches and pains. I just get injured. But mild aches and pains, sitting up for a while, your back hurts sitting in the chair for too long, your legs hurt. Nah, I feel nothing. I feel no pain. I could probably stab myself in the leg possibly, and I feel no pain. I was just playing. But for this one, like I said, I definitely like this strand too, and I definitely put it up there. And I'm gonna give it an A plus. Converse to probably the last week of smoke, this is definitely one of the top two. Definitely top two. I mean, I still got some other ones to go through. But like I said, that one I smoked early, that was number one probably in the last month. This is probably number two in the last few weeks. And I ain't gonna hype it up and give it the last month because I still got another strand over there I ain't even touched yet. And then I got another strand over there too I ain't even touched yet. So we gotta wait till we get to those. And I try to pace them out. Cause like I said, I'll smoke all of them in the same night within 2 hours. But for the purpose of the show, I like to actually go in and pause and enjoy them so that way y'all can see my facial expression. Y'all can see how my talkativeness changes. Y'all can see how my focusness comes in. And that's the why I kind of like to stick it to, okay, we just going to do this string. Because don't get it fucked up. I could be shooting all day long. But I'm fried off of the gas I smoked while I took a break and went outside for a minute with my man, or the gas I smoked when the camera wasn't rolling, I wasn't in front of it. So when I sit down and actually record, I'm like 5 in, so I'm already super fried before I even get going. So me being me, I'm gonna sit down and I can sit down and smoke another. It's not a problem. But the effects y'all don't get to see. You know, y'all can rewind back and be like, yeah, that nigga fried. Cause I remember looking right there when his eyes was open back at 11:16, and then look at it. Yeah, so that's the point of doing what I do. Um, that's the point of me making sure that y'all guys can see it firsthand. But yeah, yeah, yeah. But as always, man, definitely make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. You know, share to the world any way you can. Don't hurt. Tell everybody, man, support is one of the only free things. Definitely when it don't cost you nothing. Make sure you check out the sponsor, of course, heartandstripes.com. Coming soon. Being fully rebuilt as we speak. Should be, I don't know if I'm gonna do pause or soft launch or hard launch. Well, I might just go ahead and wait it in complete. I mean, it's been around for almost 3 years now, so I think it deserves a proper home where it's gonna be for the next few years. I think I did find a platform where I'm gonna keep it on. Cause like I tell people all the time, when I do things, I get angry, and if they charging me too much, I just build my own. And I'm comfortable with the platform I'm using now. It's pretty easy. It's user friendly, pretty straightforward as far as the customer. Pretty easy as far as webmaster or editor and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave it the way it is, and I'm gonna rock out with this one. So definitely make sure you guys support. Go pick y'all up, hat, hoodie, whatever. Definitely gonna have some promo codes coming through soon. Just waiting to get everything tidied up. That way you can see, and that's the cool thing. Like I tell y'all all the time, or like I said, I'm a giver. Heart and Stripes is a sponsor of these shows. That's who pays the bills. That's who keeps the lights on. I own Heart and Stripes clothing. So even though it's a sponsor, they pay to keep the lights on. I still want to supply the customer. So the promo codes that I give, y'all can definitely know they gonna work. They not gonna die. Most of the time, promo codes I supply on the shows will be for life because I feel that my customers should always get a discount when they fucking with me. Anybody who support me deserves a discount. So most of them promo codes will be for life, you know. And it is what it is. And like I tell people all the time, I own I own a lot of stuff. Some stuff I will talk about, some stuff I won't talk about. Some stuff me people know. But as far as like I said, these platforms and the mind that I carry, it is a wild thing. And for me to be able to bring this stuff to y'all, and before we go, I'm gonna share y'all another good tidbit about me because, as far as the common person, like I remember on a platform where a guy asked me, well, a guy commented and said that this guy's clever. He found a way to be a stoner and get paid off eating munchies and getting stoned. Okay, my guy. Well, to answer people like that, yes, I do smoke large amounts of marijuana. But I wasn't stoned enough to create that logo up there in the corner. Piece by piece, fork, knife, spoon, marijuana thing, whole little urban tastes, all that. I made all that, big homie. And I was high when I did it. A lot of the great creations, platforms, and things that I had built in the past that have made me, well, I'll check this Facebook out, made my life more interesting than his. I was high. And I still appreciate him because, like I tell people, as far as negative energy, the only way he can have a comment on what I did was support me by watching that video. I appreciate you, buddy. And people like that, like I said, those are the ones that you need. That's why you will never see me feed into negative comments because I'll turn into a little kid and just tell you can't beat me. I ain't going back and forth with nobody because I'm doing something that I love and nobody can get in the way of it. I love bringing y'all guys this content, and I hope every day that you guys and I hope people enjoy it. It only gets better. Like I say, I'm a businessman, so I start slow, and then when I see proof of concept or I see people liking it, I ain't got no problem putting my foot on the gas or opening my wallet a little bit more to make production better, make other things happen. I mean, most people do these type of reviews just walking around with a phone. Eventually we will do those, but I just don't really want to do anything like anybody else do. I like my uniqueness. Then I always think farther along down the line, partnering up with these companies such as like DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber Eats to sponsor these shows and they sponsor this food. So in turn, I got a good solid business partner that ain't going no fucking where. And they're sponsoring for me to do what I do. And then on top of that, the reason why I'm naming places like Uber and Lyft and things, because those are the people that I'll be looking into partnering with as far as things being those that it is a weed smoking show. So it would be cool to have like unlimited Uber pass during times when I'm visiting dispensaries and shit like that. I know it'll probably be in the warm times because if anybody's not familiar, PA in New York, New York, New Jersey, you can't smoke inside a building. So as far as me going to the dispensaries, I have to wait till the summertime when they had a little outdoor area opens up and I can try things live on there. And it would be cool to have an Uber pass and make sure I'm not getting these vehicles intoxicated and driving and things like that. So it kind of promotes a lot. And a lot of people might look at them as sponsorships or promos and shit like that, but I think of it as safety too. Because I'm showing you, okay, we gonna go to this place, get this grub, we gonna go to this dispensary, we gonna sit here and try a couple different strands, and then we gonna get in this Uber and get drove home where our cars are safe at, and then we at home. So I mean, I always try to promote safety, I always try to promote what's best for people. So that's just me. I mean, like I said, once we come together, boys, we all family. And that's how I look at everybody. But thanks again. Definitely thank y'all guys for tuning in again for another great episode of Urban Tastes with your boy Grubs. Reviewing another great strain goes by the name of Peach Ringz. And as always, I'll see y'all guys next episode.